Hello everybody, this is D King Bay, your book granny here with a book review for you. Today I will be reviewing, I don't know what you gonna do, but I'm gonna review The Song of Blood and Stone by Penelope. If you saw my video a few episodes ago, I was saying that in December, which is December 2023, December 2023 right now, we will be doing a group read, and the group read happens to be this here book. And I know we're supposed to be doing it as a group and taking the month to do it. And as we go along with the month, inside the comments, you throw your comments in there. I really intended on doing that, but I got started. And it was one of those books that sucked you in and you can't just put it down. You just keep reading. So I will warn you, this is a good one. So y'all probably gonna get sucked in like me and just end up reading it all real fast, which is okay. We're not gonna complain about that, right? But as always, this review itself is a no spoiler zone. I do not put spoilers inside of reviews. But what we will do, since this is the thread that we will use to discuss the book, in the comments, there may be spoilers. So if you put a spoiler in the comment, please try to remember to put the word spoiler. I know, I'm going to admit this, I've forgotten to do that before in the past. So I'm going to do my darndest to try to remember to do that. So if there's a spoiler, try to put the word spoiler in your comment first. But the video itself is just a review and we will not have any spoilers in it. Sorry, but as they say, I have a tickle in my throat. So I am holding my trusty dusty water. I might have to get a drink or y'all gonna hear me hacking up. It's not pretty at all. So there is that. So let's go on with this review. Like I say, I absolutely loved this book. This is a good book. The Song of Blood and Stone is the first book in a 4-book series, and they're all written, when did this one come out? 2018, maybe 2019. I read it. I should have wrote that down, but oh well, it is what it is. But anyway, it's like 2018, 2019. The setting for the book itself, even though it's not on Earth, the United States or anything like that, think of like what the technology and things we had around World War I would say. So there were some vehicles. You have some radio communications, that type of stuff, okay? So that's the setting. And I will say I do love a fantasy when you do have additional technologies in it. So that was pretty cool. Let's see. It's an adult fantasy. And usually the fantasies, I will say, usually when I read fantasy, and this isn't a warning, good thing or a bad thing, this book did have things in it, like it had sex scenes in it. It had, if people are triggered by like rape, no one gets raped in the book, but those are types of things that they're discussed. So like rape and, let's see, what else in here? Misogyny, the usual things. But since I tend to read more young adult fantasy, you don't have those things in there as much. So just want to let you know, this is not a young adult fantasy, so it's going to be things in there that I usually don't talk about in the videos, and the video books that I usually review don't have in them. So just make sure you know this is an adult fantasy. Okay, so let's get on back to the story though. Let's see, I told you where it's at. Okay, so it's made in this make-believe world, of course. And you have this, there are 2 factions that are covered in the book. The Elsira, and then there are the Lagrimar. Elsira is one country, and I think Lagrimar is the other country. And the Lagrimars, they have these magic abilities, right? And the Elsira do not. And there's this wall, think of it like the Great Wall of China, whatever you want to think of it, however you want to think of it, that divides the two, a magical wall. And every once in a while, there's a breach in this wall, and it causes a war. Well, there's this Elsira, I'm sorry, I keep on mixing these words up. Elsira soldier, he goes undercover and he goes to the other side as a Lagrimar. He's pretending to be one of them, but his cover's blown and he's got to get out, right? He's getting out and he thinks he gets injured, and someone finds him, someone he believes is a Lagrimar, and he thinks he's still in Lagrimar, but he's actually in his land, Elsira. And the woman, this would be the heroine of the book, Jasmine, Jasminda, she is the one who finds him injured. And, she is of mixed race. She's half Lagrimar and half Elsira. Her father was an immigrant. So she speaks both languages. And he's like, he thinks he's still a Lagrimar because of her. So she's just trying to help him out because, she was born and raised in Elsira. So she's helping him out and, things going on. She finds out that, he is the spy and, he's on the wrong side and this, that, and the other. So them two then try to work together to stop the breach from happening and an all-out war coming out because the war is bad, right? That's a bad thing. I'm not going to tell you who's the good side, who's the bad side, anything like that. But this is a good book. Watching these two try to fight. They both have different motives for the things that they're doing. Of course, nobody wants war, right? Well, I hope nobody wants war. But they have different motives for why they're doing what they're doing. And there's also a romance thrown in there. These two building up this romance. And the things that they want are sometimes at end. I mean, it works out very good. This was a good book, you guys. This is a good pace. It just kept going. This is a good one. Like I said, I had not intended on reading that whole book in 2-3 sittings, but it just caught me in and I just had to read it. I was like, oh, wait, let me get done with work so I can get back to this book. And staying up late at night, that type of book. So this was a good one. I don't want to give any spoilers. So let's say the things that the book touched on. It was a very timeless book, I will say. Even though, like I would say, it would be like our periods around like World War I with the technology and the things like that they had. But the topics she touched on applied to today, and you will see links, even though she wrote it back in published in like 2018, 2019. The topics are still timeless because it's still things we're dealing with. Like for instance, sexism, of course, that's in books a lot. The immigration issues, racism, separation politics, like what we got going on now, media manipulation. They did that thing. I mean, it was really good. It was really good how she melded all those things together, and you just gotta go read that book. So as I say, pick up the book. Even if you don't discuss it with us, go pick up this series. This is good. I was not able to get a limited edition, but I hope it comes out in limited edition sometime so I can get the limited edition copy also. It's available. The book itself is available at Amazon. You can go to the author's website and get it. I saw it on the Audible, Kindle. So get it. It's Song of Blood and Stone by Penelope. And again, this is the first of a 4-part series. And this author also had other titles that are out there. But that is it. You all have an amazing day. And don't forget, when you write your comments below, if there's some sort of spoiler in it, try to put spoiler first and come back all month. Because I'm going to keep on going back to this thread. Even if y'all don't come with me, I'm going to try to write something in there every week and see how you guys are doing, okay? So that's it. Bye.